it's been stated at some point that Call of Duty will die, and it will take that special game to kill it, right? And lo and behold, Xdefiant came along, and everybody's going crazy, man. All the YouTubers saying, "Oh, you should play Xdefiant. You should leave COD. Xdefiant is the COD killer." It even got that title without even trying to get that title. Now, I will give you my theory onto why Call of Duty YouTubers are going insane. I think the older generation, I've said this on my little post I made, the older generation of COD players, yes, they hate COD, right? They do not like the newer COD, and I agree 1000%. I gotta disclaim myself. I am the biggest COD hater there is. If you've been in my channel for a minute, I've been the biggest COD hater. I've been the biggest COD critic. Every single year I would trash on COD because it is bad. I mean, we can go over all the crap that it brought to the table. But I've already made countless of videos about this, right? So everybody's saying Xdefiant is perfect. Xdefiant is the COD killer. And without me even playing the game, I did watch people. I watched some of the critics, and the thing is, none of them pointed any of this out. Any of the things I'm about to give you, nobody have mentioned. For some reason, everybody's, just because Call of Duty is in a bad state, everybody hate Call of Duty, right? Or not everybody. Some of these old generation COD YouTubers, they hate Call of Duty. The thing is, they are looking for some type of craving, something to kill Call of Duty, because some boycott was happening. I don't even know what is going on. I've been so out of the Call of Duty loop that there's supposed to be a boycott going on. People are not buying Call of Duty, despite the same people that are boycotting Call of Duty are gonna be the same one to buy MW3 whenever it released. And it baffles me, man, that these guys are craving for some Call of Duty type game instead of just moving on to some other game. I mean, I understand the gaming industry is not in its best state, but I will say I'll 10 times rather play God of War over some Call of Duty game, this new Call of Duty game. And you know how I felt about the new God of War, right? So, okay. I can't believe I have to be the one to bring this up, but Xdefiant is for sure not the Call of Duty killer. It's not even close to the Call of Duty killer, fellas. I mean, I've played the game for a few hours now. I did play it on stream yesterday, and you've seen my frustrations. I mean, guys, there's a lot wrong with this game. Yes, there's red dot on the minimap. I guess that's what the old Call of Duty generation is looking for. Red dot on the minimap. I don't know what else is there that they added, quote unquote, that's good. I can't think of anything, because all the things that are quote unquote good is what the older Call of Duty's done better, and had and done twice better than this game, right? So I mean, I'll point out a couple things that I didn't like, and I noticed that for some reason some of these YouTubers are not noticing. Now, I remember people were complaining around Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2, all the previous new gen CODs, right? People were complaining about lobby dismemberment. And for some reason, I have not seen not one YouTuber point out that this game has lobby dismemberment. Now, I remember one YouTuber I was watching said, "Oh, this game doesn't have skill-based matchmaking." I'm like, okay, I guess that sounds cool, despite that's not a plus for this game, because yes, it doesn't have it, fine, but it's not a plus because the older CODs had a good skill-based matchmaking. And I'm not talking about, this new gen COD like World War II. No, I'm talking about Black Ops 2 MW2. They had a perfect system for the skill-based matchmaking, right? And the thing is, people are complaining that this game, or not complaining, people are pointing out how this game doesn't have any skill-based matchmaking, yet you have lobby dismemberment. I don't know one reason why lobby dismemberment is a thing. You don't know how much I hate lobby dismemberment. Say you're doing pretty good in the game, right? This happened yesterday's stream. You're doing pretty good, you having fun, And then bam, you thinking there's a next round. First of all, there's only one round to everywhere except for one game mode. There's one round to all the game modes except for probably the safeguard version. There's one game mode, one round, right? And then you're playing, you're having fun, and then bam, you get kicked out of the lobby. I can't think of any reason besides SBMM for a lobby dismemberment. You can give me any other reasons. I would like to know, because the only reason MW 2019 had lobby dismemberment was because of skill-based matchmaking. They wanted to put people in the same bracket or whatever, right? And the thing is, for the guy that's pointing out saying there's no skill-based matchmaking, my guy, I had games where I was getting eliminated and brutalized, and then I had one game I did pretty well, and then the next game, because of lobby dismemberment, the next game I would get paired up with some guys that have that are using the PC computer to play the game, and that's another problem. Why in the world are console and PC players playing together? I think this is the stupidest thing, especially with a FPS game. Yes, there is aim assist for the controllers, but let's speak about the aim assist now. The aim assist is not even it feels like it's not there sometimes. Sometimes I would aim at somebody and it doesn't work. And the thing is, you have to play the game for yourself to figure this out, because I can't like provide that evidence, but when I'm playing it, I can tell you from my experience, when I'm playing it, I'm aiming down sight and sometimes it doesn't activate to the player, and despite I'm on a PS5, yo, and I'm thinking why in the world are we getting paired up with PC players? Why in the world am I going against some guy that is probably like a sharpshooter with the mouse, and I myself, and the thing is, the aim assist barely works? How it again baffles me, because it doesn't make any sense. Who thought of this? Who came up with this? I know it's cool, I guess, to play with you get to play with your PC friends, but it's not fair when it gets to the point you play with PC players against console players. And the thing is, some of the game modes are, you know, like, let's say we got hardpoint, we got that safeguard mode, and the thing is, these are team game modes, and if your teammates are only controllers and the other teams are PC players mixed with controllers, you will have a hard time. You will not win that game. I'm gonna tell you now, there's no way you're going to play against any of PC players and win. You won't do it, because they have a better advantage with the mouse. Now, that's that right there. Speaking of shooting, right, the hit detection feels crazy. The hit detection, sometime I'm supposed to win. Like, I would get in a gunfight, it seemed like I'm supposed to win. I would aim first, right? I would aim down sight first, and the thing is, I would die, and I'm like, what? Some of the bullets not hitting. Even the hip firing is terrible, dude. I'm asking myself, why am I losing all of these gunfights? And the thing is, when I look back at some of the gameplays I have, it's the hit detections. Like, it's just, again, I can't even show you. You might have to play the beta before it's over. You will experience the hit detection. This is a problem. And let's be honest, we can trash on COD all we want, the modern COD all we want, but their hit detection isn't this brutal. And sometime I would run around a corner and then I would die, and I'm like, where did I die from? Because they don't even show you, like, they don't show an outline of the player. Sometimes there's no replay to know what the player did or what guns they are using, or you can't even detect if somebody's cheating because there's no replay at all. So you just see some animation of the player that kills you. They don't even show an outline of the player that killed you, which is just absurd, because it's like, how am I supposed to know what happened? Sometime I would get killed and I don't know, and it's so frustrating and so annoying, and I can't believe, again, nobody's pointing this crap out, right? And speaking of some of the shooting, right, if we're gonna continue with the shooting, if you're playing with an SMG, that might be the way to go. And the thing is, the assault rifles are way too slow. The LMGs are even slower, and by slow I mean aiming down sight. Say you're running, the animation to pull up your weapon is so slow that you will die very fast from some of these players. And the thing is, again, if you're playing against PC players, say a PC player have the MP7 and you have the SCAR, you will not win that battle. No matter if you pull up your gun first, for some reason, again, I don't know what it is, and I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but if you are using the SCAR against the MP7, it's automatic death. There's no winning. You won't win. And I'm not gonna continue with that because it's obvious how slow the aim down sight is, and it seems like it's taken a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege. This is what this game feels like. Yes, it's fast paced, but the thing is, it feels more like a fast paced Rainbow Six Siege more than a fast paced Call of Duty or a normal Call of Duty game. Again, I don't know where the similarities. The only similarity I would say in this game from Call of Duty might be, well, the guns. We have the SCAR, we have the AK-47, we have the M16, we have the MP7. Some of the classic old guns came back. And another similarity is one of the maps that I've played, and I don't know the name. The name might be something Noodleplex. It reminded me of this Call of Duty Black Ops 2 map, which it looks shot for, like, it looked like a remake technically, but I mean, it's not. I think that's where they got their idea from. But that's the only similarities I can think of. And even the factions, maybe that's another similarity. The factions are clearly blatantly ripped off from Black Ops 4. You have the hackers, you have the people that heals, you have the recons, you have the purifier. I'm sure batteries coming next and some other seasons whenever this game fully comes out. It's clearly blatantly ripped from Black Ops 4. And the thing is, if you're gonna rip from any game, why rip from one of the worst Black Ops games there is? I'm not a big fan of the factions at all. I've never been. I know Black Ops 3 did it pretty well, but I've never been a big fan of the factions. I'm not even gonna go into ranting about that all the way, but there you go. Those are the similarities with COD. But after that, the gunplay and some of the people would jump around corners and stuff like that. I guess that's pretty similar to COD, but just the gunplays and the animation seems like a Rainbow Six Siege. It is made by Ubisoft at the end of the day, so it seems like a Rainbow Six Siege, like fast-paced version, right? So there are no perks. That's another problem with this game. So you would think, okay, since you're gonna have the assault rifles, be slow to aim down sight, and the SMGs are kind of fast, you would think you would have some type of perk or something. I think some of the red dots or the scopes would probably make it aim faster, but still, even then, it's pretty slow because some of the scopes that are for the assault rifle are for the some of the SMGs. And the thing is, the SMGs already have a faster aim down sight, so it's like, why not have a perk? Where's the perk system? There is no perk system in this game at all, and it shows, because now it's just based on who has the faster SMG and who shoots faster. It seems it doesn't work at all. You need perks in this game if you're gonna have, especially if you're gonna have factions or special op people. You need perks, especially if you have one of the hackers, which is one of the worst. He has like this little spider, right? It's one of the hackers from Watch Dogs 2 or whatever. DedSec, I think that's their name. He has this little spider that jumps on you. And the thing is, there is no way to counter it. And sometimes you can't even see the spider on the ground to counter it. You would have to see it from far away. If you happen to see it, you would shoot it, and that's the only way to get rid of it. At least in Black Ops 4, clearly it's ripped off from Prophet and Black Ops 4. At least in Black Ops 4, you get to hold square, right? And then maybe you get to hit the button prompt at the correct time, and then take the little dolly or whatever the thing is following you out of you, right? But in this game, this thing just jump in your face and you can't even see anything. And the thing is, the purifier is pretty OP. I mean, I can't, dude, There's a lot wrong with this game. It's crazy, but I'm trying to attack as much as I can here. Now, the thing is, there's no wall bang also. You would shoot with some of the weapons, and the thing is, this is what happened when there's no perks and there's no special anything. Because now there's no wall bangs. I'm shooting people through the wall, and I'm not getting any hit markers. And it's like, dude, why not have wall bang? If you're gonna go strictly to kill Call of Duty or be a competition to Call of Duty, have the things that it has, or even make it better. Why have less? And then, you know, these are the same guys saying this is the Call of Duty killer, yet it is missing so many things that COD done right, and it's crazy, man. Yeah, so there's no wall bangs. I mean, the attachments, let's speak about the attachments. The attachments doesn't do anything. Some of the attachments makes no sense to me, like the grips. You have the back grips, and then you got the foregrips. Why have the back grips? The stocks, you would think some of the stocks, some of them don't even do anything. It seems like it didn't, unless you have to combine certain attachment with each other. They seem like they don't do anything. I don't know if the full game will add maybe more or something. It doesn't seem like they do anything. Like the foregrip and the back grip, they don't do anything. The stocks feel like they don't do anything. Sometime I would add a stock. It doesn't seem any different from the original stock that was on the weapon. Dude, it is crazy how, again, Call of Duty killer. Call of Duty killer. Yet some of these basic things are not in the game. But what I will say is the biggest thing that, again, people are saying this is a Call of Duty killer. The biggest thing in this game that is not there that I was hoping was there, because I'm looking at myself, I'm like, what am I playing this game for? Is it for the objective? Is that the only reason to play this game, for the objective? Let's see some of the game modes. We have Safeguard, we have Hardpoint, we have Domination. I don't know if there's a normal team deathmatch. I didn't see that. We have I forgot the name. I think it's called Hard Shot or One Shot or something like that. I think it's where you go around, you carry the tags. I forgot the real name for it from Call of Duty. So I'm playing all these game modes. By the way, the Safeguard game mode for some reason gives the opponent a head start to the robot, so they get to camp around your base and wait for you to come out. It's absurd. It just gives the opponent some advantage. For some reason, they lock you in a room, and then they give them the advantage to run all the way down the map. And some of the maps are small, so they get there pretty fast, and they just get to camp and hold that part down, which is just crazy. Just don't play the Safeguard game mode, right? So I'm playing all of these game modes, and I'm asking myself, why am I playing them? I'm looking at all the UIs or whatever. I'm looking at the screen looking for some score streaks and kill streaks, and lo and behold, there is no kill streaks, no score streaks. So the whole time I'm playing the game, I'm looking like, why am I playing? What is the incentive? What is the reasoning for me to play the objective in this game? What is the reasoning? There's no score streak. Is it just to get my special from my special op? Is it just to get the specials? Is that the reason to play this game? After that, what is the reason? At least Call of Duty has score streaks and kill streaks that you can play towards. This game has nothing to drive you to play the objective. I don't see the reasoning. I could just camp and get a kill streak, and even if you get a kill streak, you get no ending kill streak. Maybe if you go in a 20 gun streak, no ending kill streak. You get no UAVs. You get nothing to help you against the opponent, and that is the biggest disappointment in this game. And I cannot believe guys are saying this is the best game. Some guy even said you should leave Call of Duty to play this game. Really? Man, give it time. Once MW3 come out, Xdefiant will just go down the drain. It's gonna be exactly like, what's that one game that came out? Dang, I wish I thought of the name. But it was some Overwatch ripoff. It got smoked. Nobody plays that game. Probably just kids. And probably kids are gonna play this game because it's free. But once MW3 comes out, once Warzone come out, nobody's gonna give a crap about this trash game. Because it didn't do anything special. It didn't bring anything to the table. It didn't do anything good. I mean, the biggest thing that pissed me off in this game is the factions. How it's blatantly ripped from Black Ops 4. If you're gonna rip anything good from COD, do not rip the factions, especially Black Ops 4. I mean, one of the guys in the factions, my god, he pissed me off. Look, I'll put him on the screen right here, man. I mean, what is this character? The thing is, I'm looking at the character, some of the factions. I guess they are taken from the Ubisoft games, like Splinter Cell is one of them. We got Watch Dogs, and then you got Far Cry 6. Out of all games in the world, they rip off Far Cry 6, and I'm looking at some of these characters. I'm like, bro, who are these characters? What? These are characters that are in the battlefield. What are they fighting for? I guess I understand the Splinter Cell guys and the Purifier guys. I guess they make sense. But when you look at the Far Cry and the Watch Dogs, you like, why are these guys even in this battlefield? And the thing is, they do not even fit the game. They were clearly put there for some odd reason. We know the odd reason. They were put there, and especially this black dude right here. I'm sorry, man, I have to point this out. This black dude, how do the kids call it again? It's very sus. Is that the, yeah, that's the word. It's very weird, man. It's just his stance. He even have lip gloss on. Look at this guy. The thing is, I'm asking myself, why is this guy even made that way, right? And then I got my answer very quick. I look down to the left. It's from Far Cry 6. And their names, look at their names. Libtads, aka libtards. That's why this guy's gay. That's why he's like this. That's why he looks like this. That's why he got lip gloss on. He might just be a they. It is what it is, man. Dude, this game didn't do anything right. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it has red dots on the minimap. If you think there's no skill-based matchmaking despite this lobby dismemberment. I don't care if it's fast-paced. People are not camping. Whatever, the maps are fast-paced. They are small. The maps are better. Some of the maps suck. I'm not gonna say all of them. Some YouTuber I was watching said all of the maps are fun. No, they are not. The Splinter Cell map is terrible. Only one or two maps were pretty good, but after that, the maps aren't that special. I know it seems like I'm hating a lot, but that's because the game didn't do the things that it did right were the things that it ripped off from Call of Duty. After that, it didn't do anything. It didn't bring anything new. It didn't bring anything good on the table, man. And it's not disappointment, I guess, because at this point, just let these FPS die. Just let Call of Duty run it, guys. If you tired of Call of Duty, I guess just stop playing it, right? Move on to another games. There are other games. You can play old games like I do. You can play, you know, some of the new good or mid games that are coming out, because I'm not gonna say any of these games are good. How many times have I complained about some of these games? How many times have I complained about Call of Duty? At some point you have to give it up, and Call of FPS has run its course. It's over. I don't think any games that are coming out will be as good as Call of Duty, as popular, not as good, as popular as Call of Duty. I mean, yes, we had our good times in MW2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, COD 4. It is what it is, man. FPS, just like 2K, just like Madden, just like, I don't know, any other sports game, Call of Duty, all these games, they are not going to be anything better, fellas. At some point, ideas do wear out, and the thing is, you have to move on. Like me, play some old games. Yeah, I'm not spending my time playing these newer games. I'll play them and try them out, but I'm not gonna spend my time playing them. I would just go back and play some old games. I would just, you know, relax and play. I play Fallout. Really, I'm playing Fallout. I'm playing some of these older games, which are just more fun. And the thing is, I barely spend times playing games as it is nowadays. But move on. All these Call of Duty channels, just do something else. You might have just ruined yourself, to be honest, because now every Call of Duty channel is looking for that special FPS that's just good. And the thing is, they might have ruined themselves because all they do is play Call of Duty and all they do is talk about Call of Duty. So when Call of Duty is going down, they also is going down. And the only way to win is to trash it. And fine, I guess you could keep trashing it every video, but just know I ain't watching it. But it is what it is, guys. You guys let me know what you think about Xdefiant. Jeez, this video is long, but you let me know what you think about Xdefiant. That's all I got, man. You get out of here.